Hey everybody, and welcome back to More Than Just a Dog. My name is Kayla, and today we're talking about something really interesting that Forrest did during one of his training sessions a couple weeks ago. I was actually filming this session because one of the pieces of feedback that you guys have given me is that you're interested in seeing how I train certain behaviors for competition. And so Forrest is in the middle of learning his go out, which is one of my very favorite behaviors to teach. I love it. It's one of the reasons I fell in love with obedience, is seeing a dog do a go out. And I remember being like, that's so cool. I want to teach my dog how to do that. But in the middle of his session a few days ago, one of the things I found really interesting was his reaction when I was trying to set him up to do the go out behavior. I was trying to set him up, and my dogs learn that when I have my feet together and they're on my left-hand side, I expect them to be in heel position and sitting. But Forrest didn't sit. And I just figured he missed that cue, right? So I kind of shuffled my feet a little bit to give him that cue again, and he still missed it. He stayed standing. And so at that point, I gave him a verbal cue to sit, but instead of sitting, he laid down. And then he sneezed. And then he ran out to his go out spot like he was anticipating it, but he still was sneezing. And sometimes dogs sneeze just because they sneeze, right? Just like you and I just sneeze sometimes. But sometimes dogs sneeze also because they're stressed. And first of all, feedback for me, I've been training dogs since 2008. It took me way too long to realize that Forrest was anxious about something. But as soon as I realized that he was anxious, as soon as I realized he was stressed, I had a decision to make. I could either be like, hey, toughen up, kid. Like, you know how to get in heel position. Come over here and do this right. Or I could go, hey, I see you. I see that you're stressed. I see that you're anxious. I'm your ally. I'm your friend. And in this moment, I'm going to help you relieve that tension. And that's what I chose to do. So in this video, you can see that as soon as I realized he was stressed, I kind of shoved him a little bit, like playfully, to be like, hey, you've got this. Come on, let's go over here and let's play. And I wish that the majority of this had happened on camera, because you can't really see how I'm reacting, but you can definitely hear it.
Are you being crazy right now? Are you being the craziest right now? Boo, boo, boo. Yeah, you're right. That's what we're gonna do. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, boo, 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 boo. Good job. Come here. Good. Heel. Nose arch. Good job. Come here. Yes, heel. Very
We played for
good.
maybe 15 to 20 seconds, and then I set him back up into heel position, and he was successful. So when he was successful being in heel position, which is for whatever the reason, the thing that he was struggling with when he was stressed, I gave him a couple cookies to tell him that he was so good, and then I could carry on with this go out session.
Yes.
Now, that's a very small moment. That whole thing took maybe a minute or so, right? From the point that I was trying to get him to be set up to doing his first approximation that day with the go out, his showing of stress, my relieving that tension for him and setting him up again. Like I said, total of maybe 60 to 90 seconds. But it was a really important moment for him because it's the very first time he's shown me any type of stress in that environment. He hasn't been anxious. He hasn't been tense. He hasn't shown any type of aversion to that type of training or to being in a ring or being in that setting at all. And to this day, I'm not really sure why he was stressed, because he's been in that building like 40 or 50 times, and we've already kind of done that approximation for this behavior. But for whatever the reason, it doesn't matter why he was stressed. My reaction to his stress is the thing that matters. And depending on what trainer you talk to, they might have different opinions on this, but my opinion in that moment is that I was setting a precedent. His first time showing me stress, his first time being anxious about something, I could set the precedent of being like, get it together. Or I could set the precedent that says, it's okay to be stressed, it's okay that you're anxious, it's okay that you're struggling, I'm gonna help you through it. And that's what I chose to do. The fact of the matter is, no matter how great your dog is in obedience or rally or any other dog sport, at some point, they're probably going to be stressed. At some point, they're probably going to be anxious. And your response to them when they're failing or when they're tense about something is more important in a lot of ways than your response to them when they're being successful and they're succeeding. Right? Your reaction to them when they're struggling with something is going to set this precedent throughout their obedience career, because at some point, whether I like it or not, Forrest is going to NQ. At some point, he's going to fail. At some point, he might get the doggy version of stage fright. But regardless, if he's stressed or anxious, I don't want him to think that I'm going to compound the issue. I don't want him to remember back to this moment and be like, man, The last time I was stressed, the last time I was failing, the last time I was struggling, she also got mad at me. She was also disappointed in me. I want him to realize that if he's stressed, if he's anxious, if for whatever the reason he's got that stage fright, he knows that I'm going to help him through it. So if you like this video, do me a favor and just give it a thumbs up just to let me know that you liked it. And if you want to see more content like this, if you love dog sports and corgis as much as I do, then hit subscribe and ring the bell. That way you get alerted every single time we post a new video. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining me for this one. I hope you liked it. And no matter what you do with your dog next, good luck and have fun. See ya.